Glad to have you with us from Seattle. A perfect evening for college football where they're chanting, "Go Huskies," and it's reverberating across all of the boats on Lake Washington as this purple-clad crowd is ready to get another season of Husky football started. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. About to kick it away and get this season started. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Seminoles offense takes the field to start this game off. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball in quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, running back gets to give. They open the lane and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
Let him bust for a long one. Now, third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Shakes off the defender. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
They'll give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Glenn. It's complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Got it in the middle. It's McCoy. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success. And that
fires the pass, intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. Opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not to start this offense one.
So the Washington Huskies offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Tackled, but he has a first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Washington. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw this route.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll ride Davis here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. That's reeled in. It's Robinson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Now on second down. Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw on second down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
You just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice.
It's complete. A huge pickup. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And I love working with slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And how about this guy upholding that linebacker tradition of a Shaq Thompson or a Mason Foster?
And you think about those guys, they can do a little bit of everything. They can play the run and be physical, but they have the athletic ability to play in coverage. Just versatile defenders.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And for a draw play to be successful, it's not just the quarterback that has to sell pass, but also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats in the second level. Beautiful execution.
And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Dropping back, it's Glenn. Fires to the end zone, and he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Florida State.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down.
Well, there the free safety shows you his coverage ability in man-to-man. He was locked in with his guy, and he was able to knock that ball away.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Got him downfield. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The incomplete pass brings up third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Gets it out quickly. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Open runway ahead. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. They want to throw it. Coming after it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They're going to throw it again. This time it's complete. Good, solid tackle. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Looking for a gap. It's Washington. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. He's looking to throw. This time he's got his man. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Noles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Really nice looking pinpoint throw there. And when I think back to Husky QBs, you think about Warren Moon, you think about Mark Brunell, the Heward brothers. What about Jake Browning? All made really good decisions. This guy, he's got a lot of arm talent, but he's also very smart.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
And the missed connection on 3rd down.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4th.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. 1st down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. To the air, it's Glenn. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends to the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Noles will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Let's see what he can do with it. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Robinson. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Huskies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdown.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Glenn. Gets open down the middle. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Quick completion on the out route. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. Now, this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Clock winds inside a minute to play here in the 3rd. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Working that left side now. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the foot.
He's loose. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They go to the ground. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Got enough space. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Washington.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
He'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
This Husky defense, David, it's like they've got Vita Vea and Steve Emptman up front, Joe Tryon as a backer, and Marcus Peters in the secondary. There's purple everywhere.
You're right, from front to back. Guys up front on the defensive line, eating them up, doing a great job in the secondary at linebacker. Complete performance from this UW defense.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Got it in the middle. It's Brown. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Glenn. Fires left. Oh, picked off. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Add them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
On the ground, it's Eaton. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football. With the lead late in the game, if we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Holmes. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Quick completion to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Husky. And the punishment has been extended.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
Looking to throw, it's Glenn. Just a short pass to the tight end. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, Washington! And the beatdown has ensued.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting, keep throwing the football, try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to pass. It's Glenn. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially the next week in practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. He's brought down after a good return gets it out to the 31. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, and this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45.
Here we go.
Leaves it with the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
4th down coming up.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got